You're now listening to the Mind of an Antares Moon. Flight boss, bitch. I'm the Archangel Uriel. I'm here to carry out God's duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And you're now listening to, Flight Mario. Flight Mario. Motherfucker just got the flame flower. And we shooting fireballs. Flight boss. Now, we're going to talk about the dust signs, the dust cusp signs. Now, you can only be a dust element if you are Taurus, Gemini cusp. You know what I'm saying? Libra. Ooh, sorry about that. Virgo, Libra. Yeah, Libra, Virgo, Virgo, Libra cusp. Right? Or a Capricorn, Aquarius cusp. Now, let's start with the first one. The first dust sign is the Taurus, Gemini cusp. So right here, you got Venus and Mercury already, but it's blended together. So when we have the element right here, we have fixed, mutable. You know what I'm saying? So these are people, like I said, they try to find mobility that they can stick with. So these are people who gonna call a million people to see if they can do something for them. But the one person that they feel like can most do something, that always feel good doing something for them, they're gonna X out everybody else and just stick to that person. See, they try to find stability. You know what I'm saying? So with how this plays out right here with the Taurus and Gemini cusp, with this dust sign right here is, see, they have a heightened sense of communication, but the form of communicating. So it's not necessarily them communicating with you, it's them communicating with everything. How they communicate with the possessions that they have, how they communicate with their surroundings, how they communicate with the things that they have, like as far as things that they want to get, aspirations, creative abilities, and how they communicate, and then they can trickle down to how they communicate with people, and they like to analyze. So, but these people, they like to sense things. So these are people who they may be judgmental. They may be hot, very, very judgmental. You know what I'm saying? Or if you do something that pissed them off or something like that, these are people who may express it on Facebook or something like that. You know what I'm saying? They may express it on Facebook or express it on some type of social media before actually expressing it to you. They may express it to someone else or express it to social media. You know what I'm saying? And hope you see it. You know what I'm saying? Besides, and hope you ask them about it, so they can feel comfortable to open themselves up and communicate their dislikes about what you just did with them, or with this, that, and the third. And now this dust sign also is very critical and is good for business. This is one of the dust signs that's better for business than the other two. You know what I'm saying? This one right here is going to analyze the fuck out of paperwork. These are people who like to who like to analyze and get their goals out the way first. Like if they have a goal, they won't do anything else until they accomplish that goal. Say the goal is to get $10, right? Now they're gonna analyze and try to figure out a way that they can get $10, right? Now say they end up getting $5. You know, some people may be like, all right, if I spend $2, I know I got a way to get more money, so I know I can make this $2 back. These people would not do that. These people look at it and they'd be like, all right, hold on, wait a minute. Let me sit here. Let me get this $10 first, then do it. But see, these people want it fast. You know what I'm saying? They want it fast. So when things move too slow, they get discouraged. It gets discouraged because, you know what I'm saying, you got, with this dust right here, it's in the air moving fast, but the dust kind of slows it down because it's making it more heavy, put more weight in the air, making it more of an impact, making it more of a heavy wind blow. So, you know, it's like it slows the analytical thing down. So when you're trying to think of the next move, but the first move ain't even planned out or done yet, then you start to frustrate yourself. So, and that only manifests you putting yourself in situations where things may be too slow. You know what I'm saying? And you may get discouraged and it may be like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? And then you may spend the money and then it may take you a little longer to get to that $10. But if you stay structured and analyze yourself right, you get there. Another thing with this dust sign too is I don't want to say everybody have emotions, but they don't really express. It's like they don't really express their emotions in a way that's in an emotional nature. They express their emotions in a way of communication. So if they're angry, you know what I'm saying, they may do something like talk about you or roast you or something like that, but it's not it's like you can say that they're emotional, but it don't come off emotional. It come across like was you joking, or it come across like it's one of those. It's like a sarcasm type of angriness. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily forceful, all out energy, the way you feel, expressive type of angry. It's a witty, certain smart things to say that'll piss somebody off type of angry. You know what I'm saying? It's that type of shit. Like you want to say the worst thing. You know what I'm saying? To cut through somebody's skin. You want to, you know what I'm saying? You just want to fuck up the whole communication of the room. You know what I'm saying? So that's how this kind of plays out. And you know what I'm saying? You want to communicate with everybody, but you kind of could be a manipulator also, because you're communicating and you're trying to get to know everybody, but just to see what you can get out of them. You're not necessarily trying to obtain friends. You're trying to obtain associates that can help you out in life, help you find stability, help so you can logically know who to mess with and who you can get this much money with and who you can be this stable with. You know what I'm saying? So it's more like that. You know what I'm saying? You kind of, so just try not to use people, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it'd be hard for people to see through the way you use, because it's a different element. You know what I'm saying? It's dust. So, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of a different way. So it throws people off sometimes, because you may have a cheerful type of personality. Like your personality may be off the chain and people may want you around, but every time you come around, you fuck something up for somebody in their life. You fuck somebody else's life up, or something don't go as planned. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you got an off turning type of energy, because you always thinking you putting yourself in the right situation by communicating with certain people, and you can communicate with the wrong motherfuckers and think you building a bond and a foundation with the wrong motherfuckers. So you gotta watch that too. But you kind of could read through shit. You know what I'm saying? You kind of see through shit. You could be, but see the difference between this cusp and the next dust sign, which is Virgo and Libra, is you're the fast talker. You're the fast talker in this situation. You know what I'm saying? You're the fast talker. You know what I'm saying? You may be talking fast. You're talking fast, trying to get something out of people. So try not to talk fast. You know what I'm saying? And because you know that you kind of higher intellectually communicative than others, so you know you got better communicative skills than others, but try not to make that always known. Try not to always make that apparent. Try to always make that physically seen. Try to always make that practical. You know what I'm saying? And you'll be alright. Now let's go to the next one, which is Virgo Libra cusp, which is this dust element, this dust sign. Now with this dust sign right here, these people love relating to others about what others have and what others don't have and what they trying to get. But see, this is the most goal orientated one though. But they put their whole life into things that they feel like they want. It's like this more of a want. But see, these are fast talkers also. They talk fast, but they like to talk fast on more of on a one-on-one type of basis. As far as like the previous one is the Gemini Taurus, they talk fast, try to get something out of somebody. This one just talk fast, just for the sake of talking fast. The Libra Virgo cusp like to be looked at a certain way, and they want to be the one that's looked at like see, in this situation right here, these people may not always have a good upbringing. So when they do get situated in their life, they want to be the one to be looked at like this is the house everybody come to, or this is the one, or I'm the one that everybody wants to be around. And this may not always be the case for them, because they're too busy trying to create some type of communication. Just like body language, that's another form of communication. So this person could be a complete opposite, but they'll put this persona on how they want to be seen, how they want people to communicate to them, how they want people to see them. So these are people who try to make their thoughts real. They be like, oh man, if people see me this way, then I'm gonna be this way, and I'm gonna do all kind of shit. Now I ain't gonna half-ass it. Now that's the good thing about it, because this dust sign don't half-ass nothing. But depending on what they into, it could be a bad thing. Because if they get into trying to create a facade around themselves, say for an example, the Libra Virgo cusp want to be seen, because it's all about the relation and the communication with the other. So it's like this is the mirror. just because that Libra there. So this is the mirror. Like the Libra sign itself is the mirror of the zodiac wheel. So this is the relation. It's to relate to the others. Sometimes they have to see how others do things in order to understand how they do things for themselves, or they forcefully do things for themselves and try to relate it to others and try to get others to do it the same way. But when you get the Virgo cusp, this is a dust. So this is like this is senses in the communication. This is common sense. This is the common sense element. You know what I'm saying? So when you got it in relating, they like to make up what's the most sense of relating. So if they, just for an example, if this is an example right here. Say when everybody come to your house, they have to take their shoes off. So this gonna be the sign that you don't have to tell that. You know what I'm saying? They gonna come in your house and automatically take their shoes off, because they know that's how people relate in that house. Now they may start doing this in their own house. You know what I'm saying? Or they may start doing, and they may build on different ways of creating situations. So they may be like, well, since everybody kick off the shoes in their house, well, when everybody come in my house, I'm gonna make them do this and come up with something like that. You know what I'm saying? These are them type of people. You know, they like to make their thoughts real. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, they like to talk fast, but just on a one-on-one basis. Like if you're a person that they really like, then they're gonna create a facade, and they're gonna want to play that part of how they want you to see them. So when time and time go on, and they start to get tired of keeping that character up, you're gonna start seeing their true ways. You're gonna start seeing the true dust, and you're gonna start looking at them like, dang, the way I was seeing them before ain't quite the way I'm seeing them now. And because the dust that they tired of holding up is a different sense of communication now. We're starting to see them their actual true self. They start to get blurry. You got to clear the air now. So you're gonna start talking to them more and more, and they're gonna be putting. These are people, they like to brood. They need time to themselves. Then they need time, because this is, see right here, this is a mutable cardinal. So they like to initiate mobility. So you know what I'm saying? When you try to keep them stuck in a rut, they're going to need time to themselves. They need time to themselves in order to build upon and get into the details of why they actually feeling the way they feel. Then once they get clarity for themselves, then they can be able to communicate with you. Now these are very helpful people also though. They love to help. They can be selfish. They can be super selfish. But when they got it, they love to help and they love to floss it. But they just rarely have it. You know what I'm saying? And they need to create a balance and a stability in their life so they can obtain it and not brag about it. Yeah. But for the most part, these people get cheered up when they're around others. And if everybody on the same page, everybody laughing, everybody having a good time, things not getting too emotional, too deep. We could talk about far out thoughts and keep it light and not get too serious, even to a point where you can nitpick and nobody taking it serious. They love this kind of environment. They love this kind of environment. You can joke on each other, all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's this dust sign. Now let's get into the last dust sign. The last dust sign is Aquarius. Capricorn. Aquarius Capricorn cusp. So if you are Aquarius Capricorn cusp, now right here with this dust sign, like I said, either way, the 5-degree orb. If you watch my videos, you know about that. So with this cusp, this is a fixed cardinal cusp. So right here, they try to initiate stability. So these are highly organizational people. They always trying to have some type of, these are your rebellion out of the dust group. These are people who are, say for an example, if we was to break it down with all dust, the first dust, which is Taurus+Gemini, these people they like it's like a light but subtle dust. It's like the dust that you see flow on the ground. So it's like they know a lot of things, and they know a lot of practical situations, and they know how to stay calm, cool, and collected. They know how to manipulate the situation for what it is, and they don't get too haywired and chaotic. Now the Libra and the Virgo cusp dust sign. Now you can look at this more as it's more of the dust that's a related dust, like someone who just, like right now I'm smoking, so we put the scent of smoke in the air. So now people sense weed smoke in the air. So it's like, it's that kind of sense. It's the communicative type of sense. Somebody spray perfume, or somebody just sprayed something in a room, and now you sense something. And now you go talk to, oh, you just sprayed that? Oh yeah, that smell good. What kind of stuff? You see, it's a one-on-one type of sense. We having a communication. We sensing each other on a one-on-one basis. You know what I'm saying? And making it real. You know what I'm saying? From real substances. You know what I'm saying? Now, with the entrepreneurial Aquarius and Capricorn, the Capricorn+Aquarius cusp dust sign. Now, with this, look at this one as a dust storm. This will be a dust storm. It's rebelling against everything. Like, say you got a nice small gated community city, the air all clean and shit like that. Then something happened to the point that somebody's house turned on fire or whatever like that. Then a little dust storm happened. Then boom, boom, and just make everybody in that gated community have to stay in the house for that day or something like that. Boom, boom. It's like a rebellion type of energy. It's like a forceful type of energy. You know what I'm saying? It's like a we all together as a one type of energy. But we have to be as a one, as a group. We can't just be one out of the group. We have to be a group as one. You know what I'm saying? They think like that. So these are very business-minded people. Very scientific, analytical people. They don't get into their emotions. You know what I'm saying? None of these signs really get into the emotions. That's more of the steam signs. That's the emotional ones. The steam and the clouds. You know what I'm saying? The steam and the clouds is like is kind of the emotional ones. The lava and the lava and the dust are the emotional ones. They're not that emotional. You know what I'm saying? But this is the least emotional element. You know what I'm saying? Dust. Now with this dust right here, it's these people could become overbearing. Like they energy could become overbearing. For an example, you may be talking to this person, and this person may be real cold. They're not giving you no expression back. So it's hard for you to understand what they really think. Then whatever they say is going to sound sarcastic or something like that. So you're going to be like, damn, fuck wrong with this person. You know what I'm saying? It's like they carry like a real dry type of energy. They could be real dry to people. You know what I'm saying? Because the way they look at it like if you give them an energy that's not that make them start to think you're not on their level, or start to make them think that they're supposed to act a certain way towards you because of what you're presenting, they rebel against that type of way. They want things. It's like sometimes they're too much in their head to the point that it can seem disrespectful to other people. But see, in their heads, they're just trying to look at the situation as practical as possible. You know what I'm saying? Practical as possible. And they're trying to look at the situation as what kind of communication field this is. And see, like I said, it's like fixed. It's fixed cardinal. So they initiate fixed qualities. So they like to show their stubbornness when it's unwarranted. You know what I'm saying? So for an example, say you this sign. You are this dust. You are Aquarius, Capricorn, Aquarius dust sign, cusp. So what happens here is when say it's you in school or you at work and somebody you don't like start talking to you, right? You're gonna give them the driest face ever. You know what I'm saying? But you may continue to talk to them though. But you may be giving them the energy and the expression that they may have thought they was gonna get different from you. You know what I'm saying? So you give them the energy of, yeah, you cool, but I don't know you like that. So just stay like you got your own way of communicating. You communicate very cold. You know what I'm saying? But when you are amongst people you think you like, you know what I'm saying, then you may not stop talking. You know what I'm saying? And everything you talk about is your own values, your own morals, how you build upon things, how you bond, and how you do it, to the point that you don't even let nobody else talk. And then when someone else do try to talk, you try to analyze them like they're not highly intellectual as you. You know what I'm saying? So you have to watch that at time and have to understand that everybody come to conclusions differently. And once you understand that, then you can get a lot of followers behind you, because you got very entrepreneurial outlooks on things. Like you're all about you know more about business, nothing personal, more than anybody else. Basically, you know more about business, nothing personal, more than anybody else. So you don't care about doing kind of little sneaky moves in order for you to get to the top. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to family and building structure and foundation, you initiate that. It has to be something it's like you can't find yourself going to live with someone else. You have to be the person who create the living conditions, and then have everybody go with your conditions. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you're going to feel comfortable. Or if you is in a situation where you're living with others or this, that, and the third, you're the one creating the circumstance of the environment within the home. You're the one saying, all right, everyone should do this, everyone should have their own this, that, and the third, and you're like organizing, like you organize everything, you keep everything together. You know what I'm saying? So that's the good quality. You know how to shape your thoughts. You know how to shape your thoughts with this dust sign, because when there's a lot of dust in the air, you can see the dust. So you can start making shit out of it. You know what I'm saying? See, it's a little lighter when it's in the other two. You know what I'm saying? But there's no bad or good with all of them. They all dust signs. You know what I'm saying? Y'all all kind of do the same thing, just in your own way. And I'm explaining y'all own way of doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm explaining y'all own way of expressing this dust element, which is the sense of communication, which is common sense, and making your thoughts real. So these people like to make their thoughts real also. These people see business structure, or see some type of organization or something they can organize and structure, make it real. The Virgo+Libra dust cusp, they like to see the form of communication and how they can relate to others and how they relate to themselves, and how to get the job done and make it real. In the Taurus+Gemini dust cusp, these people like to analyze instructions, how to do things perfectly, how to really do it, and actually do it themselves. You know what I'm saying? Without help. But they can apply help. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's the dust signs. You know what I'm saying? Then we're going to get into the last one. Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure.